And Karen, family members met with a psychic.
Yeah, well, the Cummings aren't big on psychics, but they tried it out, figuring they had nothing to lose. But they were shocked what they found. Why would someone murder ODU student Christopher Cummings?
Okay. Oh, man. Didn't mean for this to happen.
His family so desperate for answers, they've turned to a psychic.
We're going to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
At their home in Woodbridge, Virginia, Christopher's black car sits outside. His father, James, drives it every day, hoping to feel his only son's presence.
I talk to him about everything I would normally talk to him about, you know. So.
The family feels even more pain knowing a month has passed and no arrest. So Christopher's sister tried something unusual. She visited a Boston psychic who she says harnessed Christopher's spirit. She typed up everything he said.
I personally have never had a card reading or have gone to a psychic myself, so I don't know whether to believe in it or not.
But then he started reading, thinking how would someone who had never met his son know so many intimate details, that he was shot in the back.
2 places on his body, and they were extremely accurate.
The 5-page report goes much further, explaining why someone murdered Chris. He had a friend who needed money, and Chris didn't want to pay for his debt. Criminals went into the house with a "you owe us" attitude.
Are they going to put the whole case on the shoulders of this information? Absolutely not.
Norfolk police admit most psychic clues are unreliable, but detectives are reading through the supernatural report, hoping for one good tip that could lead to an arrest.
I mean, that's that first domino.
The most difficult part for his mother to read was that Chris knew his killer, calling him a miserable person with a powerful temper.
I want the worst of the worst that God can give them. And I wanted to see it with my own eyes. Just like this, all my sons suffer, I wanted to see them.
But can this psychic report reveal the truth?
If you were in my shoes, I'm sure you'd be hanging on to any hope that you could have as well. You'd be doing the same thing. It's just a possibility that this is him, that he is trying to talk to us.
And more messages could be on the way. Christopher's sister says this psychic wants to keep working on his case, but police say people here know what happened and need to call the crime line. Reporting live, Karen Hopkins, 13 News.
Gossip and rumors young girls are throwing punches and the internet is fueling the fire. Hundreds of popular videos praise fist-fighting girls, but the problem is escalating even here in Hampton Roads.
18-year-old Nicole Wade is accused of stabbing another girl, a 16-year-old in Franklin. Only on 13 News, the young victim's mother is sharing her story with reporter Karen Hopkins.
And Karen, fortunately, the girl survived this attack.
Yes, she did survive, and I got to meet with her, but she was too shaken up to talk about it. Now, these girls went to the same school, but never got along. Mom says her daughter received threatening text messages, and she was horrified when it took a violent turn. 16-year-old Sarah is too emotional to talk about the violent girl fight, but her mom has plenty to say.
This is one of the worst things that has ever happened to me. Seeing your daughter in the hospital, almost dying, thinking she might pass away, not knowing. It's heartbreaking.
Nancy Gray says she saw the warning signs.
Threatening messages, I saw them.
She says the harassing text messages came from another girl, 18-year-old Nicole Wade.
Both of them are two beautiful girls.
Gray says the girls were arguing over boys.
It's jealousy. It's just jealousy.
Mom thought it was just a teenage girl drama until Wade showed up outside their Franklin home.
Sarah said, "This is it, you know, are you through?" And the girl said yes. So Sarah started walking back to the house, and my neighbor yelled, "Knife!" And Sarah turned around, and this girl tried to stab her in the stomach.
Sarah was stabbed in the arm.
And it was a very deep cut.
Police charged Wade with malicious wounding. Her parents wouldn't talk about it.
I feel sorry for the parents of Nicole because I can't imagine what they're going through.
But she says her biggest regret is not taking those threatening texts seriously.
In a million years, I would never think this happened to my daughter. It could happen to anybody.
And even though Gray's daughter was stabbed, she could also face charges for throwing some punches in the fight. And we're also hearing from local schools that girl fights are on the rise. In Norfolk high schools, they're catching more girls getting into aggressive fights than boys. Reporting live, Karen Hopkins, 13 News.